Good evening and thanks for joining us from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adeboyega Labiron, thanking you for joining us on the news. A 54-year-old woman, Olabisi Olawoye, who allegedly posed as a police superintendent, has appeared in an Ebutimeta Chief Magistrate Court in Lagos. The defendant was brought before the court on a charge of impersonation, but she pleaded not guilty to the charge. The prosecutor, Inspector Kehinde Omishaki, told the court that the defendant committed the offense last August at Magistrate Court 1, Ogba, Lagos, adding that it contravened Section 380, subsection 1 of Lagos State's criminal law. The Chief Magistrate, Komo Lafe, however, admitted the accused to bail in the sum of 100,000 naira, with two sureties, even each in like sum, and fixed June 6 for further hearing of the case. Still in Lagos State, the state government road traffic management agencies today came under fire as commercial tricycle operators alleged illegal extortion, abuse of power, and intimidation. Some of them, whose tricycles were impounded, approached ITV Lagos studio venting their anger and frustration, claiming that LASMA and the state tax officials have been impounding their tricycles indiscriminately.
This Lagos is too hard for people to live now. You know, person will go collect keke napep 1 million naira to pay installment. You know, they easy for person. You dey work here now. That's what the support every day. Every day, that's what you know they make people rest for here. I bet help us tell our governor make he help us so.
They are seeking government intervention to check the activities of the officials who they say are making it life difficult for them.
Some of us collect it for high purchase, installment, 1.2. Some of us get their own 1.3. At the end of the day, when you see us rolling up and down for LASMA and the task force, at the end of the day, we might get like 2,000 or 3,000 at the end of the day. And daily pay is 3,000 or 2,000. You don't have the money to pay.
And it's not easy now to collect Marwa installment 1 million naira, 20,000 per week. It's not easy. We are not lazy, we are working. We are working for a youth like me to collect Marwa. As you see that Marwa, so it's 1.1 million naira, new model, paying 20,000 per week, and we are able to pay it, even still make it from there. So it's not easy.
They also cried out against the multiple taxation meted on them by different state government agencies. The suspected kidnapper of a 3-year-old girl who was abducted on the premises of a New Generation Church in Lagos has been arraigned before an Ebutimeta Magistrate Court. The suspect, who has pleaded not guilty to the charge, was said to have asked the family of the kidnapped girl for 1.6 million naira cash and 5,000 naira recharge cards as ransom. The prosecutor, Inspector Chinalu Uwadione, told the court today that one Chibuzo Elike allegedly conspired with others who are at large to kidnap the toddler on March 24, 2019 at the church premises. Ruling on the bail application, Chief Magistrate Adedayo ruled that the alleged kidnapper should be remanded at the Kirikiri prisons pending the outcome of legal advice from the state's Director of Public Prosecutions. Adedayo adjourned the case until June 10 for the DPP's advice. And now to Osun State. The principal of Ede Muslim High School, Halid Abbas, who issued a testimonial for Senator Ademola Adeleke, says he carried out his official duty as requested by the person in question. Abbas, who spoke to journalists in Ede, acknowledged that there were some errors in the imputation of some information on the testimonial, which he described as mere administrative error. Some alumni members of the school had earlier addressed journalists where they confirmed that Ademola Adeleke is one of them.
I continue to identify with one of our own, Senator Nuruddin Ademola Adeleke, through the thick and thin, a classmate, that has done our set a great honor as a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Those of us who traversed the length and breadth of Muslim Grammar School, as it then was, between 1976 and 1981, will readily attest to the good companionship and brotherly fraternity that we shared with the amiable Senator Nurdin Ademola.
Still in Osun State, journalists have tasked government functionaries to live up to their promise of building a viable democracy where freedom of the press, access to information, and transparency will be the bedrock of sustainable development. This was the assertion of some journalists in Osogbo, the Osun State capital, as they mark this year's World Press Freedom Day.
In this country, classified as a confidential document that journalists are not being having opportunity to access. I think by and large what we need to do in this country, we need a sensitization of the working force who are those who are the custodian of information, that they should be willing to give out information to journalists.
I mean, there's freedom of information. The bill was passed and it's become law. So I think and I believe that if we seek, we'll get. Of course, we might come across some challenges. That is normal. I mean, the Nigerian system and Nigerian factor. But I believe that if we seek further, we'll always get what we want.
The journalist warned custodians of information should inculcate the habit of making information available in the interest of the public, adding that any information that will work for the progress of the country should not be made classified.
Information Act, they need to use it for the benefits of the society where they say they are serving.
A lot of agencies are not in tune with the fact that journalists have rights to necessary information, particularly when they're working on developmental stories, where they need information from them. They feel that giving journalists information at a point in time is a privilege, which is not so. The Freedom of Information Act, as amended, dictates that, stipulates a number of conditions, a number of ways with which agencies or